In the midst of his battle to get his child pornography conviction overturned, Josh Duggar requested a court-appointed attorney on May 27. In documents acquired by People, Duggar asserted that he is unable to pay the services of an attorney who could assist him in seeking a move to annul his sentence. On accusations of receiving and possessing child pornography, Duggar received a sentence of over 12 years in federal prison in 2022. In the future, Josh Duggar plans to seek a reversal of his conviction. The defendant, who is 37 years old, requested a court-appointed lawyer in a letter he sent to the judge hearing his case on May 27. Duggar is battling his conviction from 2022 for receiving and possessing child pornography. In court records seen by People, he asserted that he cannot afford legal representation. "My current financial circumstances prevent me from affording counsel," he stated. Further disclosure in the filing indicated that Duggar, who is presently serving a sentence of more than 12 years in federal prison, is requesting legal representation to help evaluate the possibility of constitutional violations in his case, and, if appropriate, prepare a motion to vacate, set aside, or correct my conviction and sentence. According to Duggar, there were errors in the admission of forensic evidence and complex constitutional and evidentiary issues during his trial that dealt with judicial rulings and strategic decisions. He went on to say that he thinks the prosecution withheld some evidence and that there should be a full and fair post-conviction review because of the intense scrutiny of the facts and the broad publicity of this case. The documents asserted that new legal theories and methods had arose in public discourse and could potentially be pertinent to the defendant's case. The defendant is seeking legal advice in order to assess the possibilities of these new approaches and determine whether they may bolster a motion for relief in light of these new developments. The best friend of Josh Duggar testifies against his admittal of molesting girls. In October 2023, Duggar, a married father of 7, sought to have his conviction overturned, claiming that he had worked diligently to focus on education, personal growth, my faith, and to maintain strong family ties while behind bars. It was denied the first time, so he appealed to the Supreme Court, where it was denied again the following year. "A child predator has been brought to justice," stated Billy Riggins, the local agent in charge of Homeland Security, upon hearing of Duggar's conviction. After authorities from the Department of Homeland Security discovered child pornography on a computer associated with Duggar at his workplace in 2019, the former cast member of 19 Kids and Counting has consistently maintained his innocence. According to the investigation, he had secretly installed software on his work computer that allowed him to access pornographic videos of sexually assaulted children, some of whom were under the age of 10. Rumor has it that he assaulted Jill Duggar Dillard and Jessa Duggar Seewald, 2 sisters, somewhere between the ages of 12 and 15, when he was reportedly much younger. A jury found him guilty, even though his defense contended that the former reality star may have been hacked or exploited and that the prosecution failed to present evidence to support their claim. To refresh everyone's memory in case they've been under a rock or simply despise reality TV drama, the federal government apprehended Josh Duggar in 2021 and later found him guilty of offenses related to child pornography. Remember all the scandals that surrounded this guy in the past? He had a difficult go of it before this. Indeed, things weren't looking good. Following his conviction, he was handed a 12.5-year sentence by the federal court. This is no laughing matter. In the present day, Josh's legal team has recently filed a highly publicized move requesting the appointment of a new counsel. Why? He claims he can't afford his existing lawyer anymore, allegedly. That should have been the first warning sign, dude. A convicted felon requesting fresh legal representation while citing financial hardship? The mystery deepens. Claiming financial difficulties in the hopes that a sympathetic judge will appoint a public defender or a less expensive lawyer is like a classic courtroom tactic. One caveat, though: Josh Duggar was a member of a famous reality TV family. Their show and other ventures brought in millions for the Duggar family. He can't afford counsel? How did that happen? After adding up the costs of legal representation, family strife, and missed wages, it may be a real financial disaster. On the other hand, it could be a calculated effort to stall the case, start over, or otherwise cause a stir in the legal system. The judges probably won't give in because they see this stuff all the time. When things go bad, you have to do what you can, right? Just like changing drivers in the middle of a race, changing lawyers mid-case is a huge hassle. The momentum might be disrupted or new energy can be introduced. By now, Josh's present lawyer has likely learned everything there is to know about the case. An inexperienced attorney may seek for exceptions or lodge appeals citing issues with the trial's procedure, the handling of evidence, or allegations of bias. But here's the harsh reality. It's extremely difficult to overturn convictions or file appeals in cases where there is good evidence, particularly in federal trials. Courts do not casually dismiss convictions. If Josh wants a redo, he'll need very compelling legal justifications. Naturally, this revelation caused the internet to explode. Dude, now that everything has happened, he wants a new lawyer? Memes, mockery, and demands for justice continue to flood social media. Many see this as an egregious case of privilege attempting to avoid responsibility. Perhaps some of the Duggar faithful are looking for a miracle so he can receive a level playing field. However, the vast bulk? Nah, justice needs to be served, they remark while side-eyeing the whole thing. The general consensus on the internet is one of shock and dude, you need to grow up and face it. If Josh's request for a new lawyer is rejected, he will remain with his present legal representation. Even if it's approved, the case can be delayed for a few months as the new attorney gets familiar with the process. At the same time, whether this is about strategy or money is the key question. Given his past, it's ironic if it's money. If it's a game of strategy, then get ready for some genuine bangs. Who cares about the courtroom? Josh Duggar's fight is about accountability, public opinion, and whether or not he can accept responsibility for his conduct. His already tarnished reputation will only get worse as a result of this action. This is more than a celebrity rumor. It touches on more substantial topics, such as the treatment of prominent defendants by the court system, the influence of money on access to superior legal representation, and the meaning of justice for victims of such crimes. It prompts discussions regarding responsibility as well. Is there no end to the number of legal loopholes that someone with enough money and contacts can uncover? Is it fair to say that the legal system should shield such game? The answer is complex, but it is crucial. Ultimately, Josh Duggar's pursuit of a new legal representation is yet another turn in his extensive and troubled narrative. He clearly isn't prepared to sit back and accept his destiny, whether it's due to a legitimate financial concern or a prudent legal maneuver. Justice, as seen by the public, isn't always smooth and tidy. It might be slow, unpredictable, and untidy. But it's also a rallying cry for the importance of holding those responsible, particularly those implicated in heinous acts, to account. So, is Josh Duggar requesting a new lawyer? This is just the beginning of the story. There will be more drama and strategy later on. This legal whirlwind is far from over, so stay tuned.